Rostock, Germany, where I see this morning mine boats headed towards the Straits of Hormuz, and the German government is looking at Donald Trump, wondering what direction he's going to go because he's talking about taking 5,000 troops out of Germany. And Germany is a very, very important place in regards to strategic placement of forces. So my question is, where is he going to send these 5,000 troops? That is the question. So the fact is that while everything's going on in Iran and how the country doesn't seem to know which direction they're going in regards to make a deal, don't make a deal, what kind of deal, uh, it doesn't matter. It's all about distracting from the Epstein files. That is what he's trying to do. So his inability to make decisions in a proper and meaningful way is leading to more and more confusion amongst the public. And what is happening while he is distracting the public is that he is causing gas prices to go up. Gas prices are going to be close to $5 already a gallon, and it's going to be going up more and more. The Iranians are not going to budge. And Donald Trump, even though he said he obliterated their nuclear facilities a long time ago, he started a war with them, saying they were going to have a bomb in 2 weeks. So he's lying to the American public. And in the meantime, he's doing all he can through his cronies and individuals that he is threatening in government to steal the midterms. That means if you've already voted, for example, like in Louisiana, they're already starting. The governor of Louisiana just put out a state of emergency to do away with the votes that have already been voted in the primary for the midterms. That means if you are a service member and you are overseas on active duty and you've already voted, your vote is going to be thrown out. They are already actively stealing the vote. And it's going to get worse because of this Supreme Court decision last week. The more and more states are going to be jumping on board trying to redraw their maps before the primaries, even though many of the primary voting has already started for people that are in overseas on active duty and stuff like that. They can't go to the voting offices and vote on the day of voting day. I'm saying they're overseas. They can't just drive over there and come to a voting facility. So, and there's another thing. They're doing all they can to confuse the voters in those areas to make them go from one place to another place to put their vote in. So it's going to get stupider and stupider because he's making it harder for people to get their vote out. I'm really at a loss to see how things are going over there. Like I said, this is Matt Fox. I sit in Rostock, Germany, and I sit and watch all this stuff going on over there, and it's really upsetting. My mom, my family, my friends, everybody who I love is in America. And even though I can't come back over there right now, you know what I'm saying? I got a wife and kids here, so I got to do what I can for myself. But I vote through mail also. But luckily, we have a governor in California that makes it possible for me to put my vote out, and that's what I'm going to do. So, but for all you who are sitting over there, remember what the main thing is with what's going on right now. Distracting from the Epstein files. Distracting from the Epstein files. That is it. If the Epstein files come out completely and Donald Trump is exposed for the pedophile that he is, then they're going to have no choice but to throw him out of office. The man is already a convicted felon. So somebody's got to do the right thing. You need to call your congressmen. You need to complain to your senators. You need to write emails after emails after emails and continue to do the right thing. And if it gets to a point where Donald Trump has to do something extreme, he is going to do it. He is going to do it because it's all about him. And when he gets locked up or whatever, then it's over with. All right? So I don't know what you guys are going to do, but if you don't do something soon, you're going to be stuck with no democracy and a guy who's sitting in office who can barely stay awake during a meeting, and a guy who's causing economic pain on everybody over there, except for all of the grifters that are grifting off of him, that are trying to use him to sell crap to other Americans and take their money. So get the real information, figure out how you guys are going to go forward, and make it possible for us Americans to feel proud about the things that are going on over there. Because right now, it looks really, really bad. Everybody around the world is talking shit about Donald Trump. Look at his little PGA tour that was over there the other day. The worst ever. The World Cup, people are already canceling. People are already canceling their hotel reservations. Hotels are going to lose big. All right? The World Cup is going to be the worst one there ever was because people do not want to go to America. All right? And I come to you guys as a Republican. All right? So just imagine if any Democratic president did this crap. All right? Did you guys see the gold statue that he had of himself installed over there by Doral? Come on, man. That's straight up Kim Jong-un stuff, man. This guy is so in love with himself. So, and if you guys don't start to recognize what's happening soon, it's going to be too late. And once it's too late, yeah, you guys are going to be out of there. It's not just one of you. Think about your kids. Think about your grandkids, okay? Think about your grandkids. Because if we lose that democracy, then America is fucked. It doesn't matter how much money you put in your pockets right now, grifting off of Trump, or doing some insider trading or whatever, because you know what Trump's going to do. Don't make it about you. Remember, it's about us, the American democracy. If you do not save that democracy, your grandkids are screwed, all right? Your grandkids will not have the ability to travel to other countries and be respected all over the world because they have a president over there who is just an authoritarian wannabe. And I feel for you, and I want you to have a good life, and your grandkids as well. So figure it out, make the right move, and I hope it doesn't come to the point where he pulls the trigger and says, okay, lock all these people up, because they don't agree with me. See, if you do not agree with Donald Trump, he's going to try to have you locked up. And that is a fact. Remember I said that. Okay, for all you guys watching, I'm just telling you now. I'm in Rostock, Germany. I am a Republican. I'm a proud American. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. And I love my country. And therefore, I'm encouraging each and every one of you to write emails, contact your congressmen, senators, and let them know that Donald Trump needs to get up out of there, all right? Okay, guys, I got to go to work, so just thought I'd check in with you guys this morning. Subscribe, doesn't cost anything. Give me a like, I appreciate it. And don't forget to tell your family members that you love them, because you never know when today is going to be your last day, all right? Have a nice day, and I'll see you again.